Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is David Pinto. They also call me TipsWithDav. And today's Friday. We are going to be talking about 3 ways which you can start to use affiliate marketing specifically with Clickbank. Okay, so a lot of you guys who have been searching out there for Clickbank methods of affiliate marketing, I hope this video is helpful. It is not gonna be like the other videos that you have seen online or that you might search. So in case you're interested in a high level overview of a strategy, then feel free to go ahead and check out those other videos because that's what it is. Here, I'm going to be talking about 3 specific methods. More than anything else, the logic behind affiliate marketing with Clickbank as per my own experience. So I'm not going to say anything that I haven't tried myself personally, but I'm going to share with you 3 strategies that you can get started with affiliate marketing today. This is not something that's going to get you rich quick, but it's going to give you a realistic method on how you can go about doing this for a long time. First and foremost, what is Clickbank? Guys, Clickbank is an affiliate network and it has all of these various offers that you can go into, all these various niches that you can get into. The health and fitness niche, the e-business, e-marketing, spirituality, self-help, home and garden, cooking, green products, business investing, and so many others also. It has been doing phenomenally well for years and years. I mean, even on YouTube, if you just type Clickbank affiliate marketing, you'll see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos over the past 10 years, even more than that, on YouTube itself, all talking about Clickbank. Why? Because it's a common marketplace that a lot of people use. I want to break things down very simply so that you guys understand the logic behind how I look at affiliate marketing as a whole. So let's look at my strategy first, and then we'll jump into the details of how you can get started with this whole method. I am going to talk about this strategy in a little bit more detail, but I have been following specifically this strategy with Clickbank for the last couple of years, and it's been going really well for me. In fact, I just at the end of this week, I'll get another $138, which is going to be paid to my account. You guys are going to see that, but I get consistent sales coming in every month. Now, I'm not the biggest and the best and the brightest Clickbank affiliate marketer out there, but what has been working for me is the consistency of the whole thing. Okay, and if you have more time, I have a full-time job, so I have limited time. But if you do have more time, then there are strategies that you can follow, which we're going to cover today. And if you have less time, I'm going to talk about different strategies as well. Okay, so we're going to look at, let's say, an easy strategy, a mid-level strategy, and then the strategies that's going to, I would say, cost you the most amount of money, but is still working, right? I want to give you realistic methods and you can choose which is best for you. A lot of the other videos that you see when it comes to Clickbank affiliate marketing will just talk about, okay, you need to create a website. Oh, you need to do this. Like there are step-by-step methods. I'm not going to get into those details. Those are collaborating videos. Okay. So in case, for example, you need to have a sales funnel or a website, you can do it with specific tools. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties of those tools within this video. I want to share with you strategies. Remember, you might already be using a funnel builder. You might already be using an autoresponder. You might already be using a lot of things. I am going to say and recommend a few options that are available that can save you money rather than cost you more. And you can choose which is best for you. At the end of the day, I want to give you practical advice on, or rather practical videos on Friday that you can take, go, apply, and see whether you are getting those strategies. And come back to the video, comment below, and let me know this has worked for you. Okay. So I took out my whiteboard just to give you an idea. Again, I'll just clearly focus on Clickbank itself. Clickbank is an affiliate marketing network that you have multiple niches that are there, and it's a very robust tool that exists for years and years. So there's a lot of stability in the market if you're deciding to go with Clickbank as your main offer. I would say that if you really want to succeed when it comes to Clickbank affiliate marketing, look at certain offers which are in the health and wellness, health and fitness space. E-business, e-marketing, I would say Clickbank does have good offers, but you have to have a robust community behind you, or a robust method or strategy to build traffic this way. And it is a highly competitive niche to be in, but I am going to share with you one strategy that I use: e-business and e-marketing. But if you're getting started with Clickbank, I would suggest health and fitness, maybe even spirituality, self-help, home garden. These are the other options. A lot of people talk about it from a make money online perspective, but guys, actually Clickbank makes more of their money on the other niches rather than the e-business and e-marketing, okay? Because these other niches are actual products, courses, services available that have a problem to solve. So when we look at affiliate marketing, I always say, what is the problem and what is the solution? Is the product that you're offering actually providing a solution to that specific audience that you are marketing to? If yes, then great. So for example, if I go to the health and fitness, just to give you guys an idea, they have a few dietary supplements here. So let's say you are creating a store. You can have a few affiliate offers there when it comes to dietary, and you want to go into the health niche. You start to write about, let's say you do a blog or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever way that you're promoting. You have is your topic is going to be health and wellness. So you can pick health and wellness, and you can, let's say, go through these offers and show a few things about them. Okay, so this is really something to pay attention to. They have really good offers, and these are all physical products as well as digital products, but they have a lot of physical products that build and give you a really good score. So for example, Methylene, for example, is something that has been converting really, really well. As you can see, it says 85% revenue share. You can get about you can see right here actually the average conversion. This is the average conversion is $180. So it's a good, like, you make, let's say, 10 sales of these a month or even a day, and that's a lot of money. You're making 1,800 per day just on these 10 sales, right? So if you, whatever strategy you go, these kind of conversions might make more sense in the long term for you. Health and fitness is one of the biggest offers, and you can drill down into a little bit more. In fact, a lot of videos that you might find on YouTube are focusing on the health and wellness niche because of this. So that's one. E-business and e-marketing, I would say, is on a lower scale. Spirituality, new age, self-help, these are home and garden is a good one as well. And green products is something new that I am personally seeing. I might get into something related to green products maybe in the future, but for now, these are really good niches to be in. All right, so based on that, what I'm going to do right now for you, I put in on a whiteboard, and I wanted to share with you guys a couple of things. Before I get into the 3 strategies, I want to give you a good base. We spoke about, solving a problem for a specific niche. Affiliate marketing is basically that. You're bridging that gap to the solution, and there's a problem, there's a solution, and in between is what you're focused on to bridge that gap. Okay, so that is why we exist as affiliate marketers. Obviously, in that scenario, you want to understand what is your traffic or advertising strategy. Traffic generation or advertising is basically knowing where you want to advertise. Now, there are free methods of advertising, there are paid methods of advertising, there are faceless methods of advertising. So what is going to be your advertising strategy? That's the first thing that we want to understand. And then from there, okay, you understand, I'm going to bring an audience to this offer. How do I convert this audience to an actual sale? Am I just going to bring them and send them directly to the offer? That's not really helping them. Let me see what are their pain points. What exactly is this offer really the best one for them, or is another offer available? So that's a lot of the times when you're starting off with your advertising, it has to be more general, and then you go more niche. So general in the sense that, for example, you're focusing on health and wellness, and then you go into more of, as we said, one of these categories like methylene could be one of them as a dietary supplement, or I believe there was a sleep one, right? Yeah, Sleep Lean is another weight loss supplement that's there. All of these aspects you can initiate, but understanding first what your audience is. So when you know that, you are able to decide what is the sales process that I want to use. To give you an example, okay, I wrote type of funnels for your sales process because I believe that's the most efficient way to do it. You don't need to have a physical website for your funnels. Let's say if you are, using Facebook, I'm going to give an example. If you're using Facebook and you get people to a group and you're talking about these topics within that Facebook group, guess what? That Facebook group becomes your sales process. And then from there, you can link people out to different offers, different services, and that Facebook group becomes kind of the community and hub behind it. Now there's also school, and you can use school to create these communities as well. So you don't really need a website or a sales funnel as such, but you do need to understand what is your sales process. Okay, this is very key, very key. And in fact, below I just wrote down here, just to give you guys an understanding, simplicity is the best. So let's say if you do decide to go on the funnel path, don't complicate your funnel. Okay, you don't have to have the fanciest funnel. You don't have to have the best funnel. In fact, a lot of these Clickbank offers, if I go and just show you, let's say you want to see the sales page of this right here. Okay, just to give you an idea, this is not the fanciest sales page. As you can see, this is a very easy website and sales page that exists. Okay, so at the end of the day, you want people to land here when they're already ready to get it. That's the whole key element here. When they're ready to get it, we want them to come here, not before that. So it doesn't have to be the fanciest options available. You can keep things very simple. Bridge funnel is my favorite method, but then you also have a VSL or long form sales pages. VSLs are basically video sales letters, or you have a video sales letter with a long written transcript. Usually people make a nice, good performing video sales letter, and then they use a transcript of that video sales letter to create the entire sales page. It just reinforces the same message that they're getting within the video itself, and it allows this whole conversion rate to improve. Okay, but again, this is a sales process, okay? Or you have a lead magnet funnel. In a lead magnet funnel, you would have a lead magnet that you're giving out to an audience. They're getting that for free. And then you can, in my opinion, in that scenario, again, you can send them directly to a sales page like this, where you basically are selling the offer. And that's okay, right? Because initially what you're doing is getting them onto your email list. That is what a lead magnet funnel does at the end of the day. And then understand that that's first step, the first part of the sales process. Usually in at least the make money online niche, just to give you guys an understanding, this process, this sales process converts between 1 to 5% in sales. If it's anywhere within these structures of 1 to 5% in the funnel stage, then you're doing well. So it basically means somebody comes and clicks, goes through your funnel, and you're on the sales page, 1 to 5% convert. You're on a good path. That's a good scalability. You can go to 10, 20, 30, and then grow it up. Okay, that's very much possible. That's the average in the make money online niche as well. In the health and fitness, it's going to be different. In different niches, it's going to be different for sure. That's just one stage of the process. The second stage of the process is the email automations and active promotions. I always say email automations is one tiny side of it, and the active promotions is another. And I think that it's very important that you always have active promotions happening within your email marketing. Okay, so this is the second stage, and this stage I would say is more for people who are not gonna have impulse buys. So think of that person that the sales process are impulse buys, and the email automations are more nurtured, more understanding audience, more relevant audience and purchases that they get. So obviously the email side is going to take longer to convert, but it can easily, this is the beauty of the email side, it can easily convert between 35 to 40% or even more. Okay, this is on the lower side, but that's what it can convert. So you can see the difference between the 1 to 5 and 35 to 40. So same, let's say the 100 people that have gone through your sales funnel, 5 of them actually convert into sales, and the rest go on to emails, and then slowly those sales, or let's say 1 or 2 just convert into sales, and then slowly those increase to about a 35 to 40% conversion rate over the course of the promotion and the email automations. What do I mean by that? So the email automations should be, in my opinion, pretty short, to the point, nurturing. And then you go to active promotions, or you can have even a year-long email promotion. It's really up to you, depending on what your offer is. And then you have active promotions where you are, let's say, 1 week in a month promoting one of the offers that you have. Why? Because your list should always be monetized. You're building an email list, you're building a sales process, it should be monetized, an email list. Now, if your sales process is not having a website, is a community, then I would say at least once a quarter, have a webinar about that specific product in your community where you can sell that offer that exists, and this is going to get conversions into Clickbank. Okay, so I'm giving you these structures so that you understand that there is a structure behind the madness of the strategies that we're going to follow. Finally, guys, let me go into the actual strategies that I want to talk about today. So let's do this. Give me a second. All right, guys, so here I am, and we're going to talk about a free strategy, a paid strategy, and then a funded proposal strategy. So the way I look at this is we're talking about 3 strategies, right? So we're going to be talking free strategy. I'm going to go through it very quickly. It's not something that I'm an expert about, but a free strategy, as I mentioned before, could be a Facebook page that you have, or a Facebook, Instagram, whatever, social media marketing, basically. you're a content creator, you're creating content on a specific topic, and that topic becomes the main focus of that page and then main focus of that group. And then you monetize that group through, as I said, the sales process, right? So let's use an example of saying you have Facebook as your main thing and you get people into a school community. Now you're advertising that your strategy is from Facebook to drive them to school. Once they're on school, they're interacting with you, and the sales process is going to get them to get their product or service that's on the back end, which is very much doable. This is going to help you with your affiliate marketing sales. This can help you also monetize your front end, because let's say you're focusing on health and you want to start to now monetize your school community. Great, you're going to use free Facebook strategies. So that could be simply having consistent information about a specific topic, reels, just follow the best method. I'm going to use this really as an example. The best method when it comes to Facebook free strategies is literally, guys, get professional mode on your phone and follow the instructions of getting professional mode, what professional mode is saying. Why? Because it's going to tell you, okay, create 5 to 7 posts, create 3 reels, it's going to tell you what to create, and based on that, it's going to give you more visibility in the whole of Facebook. So just following this strategy, first and foremost, you're going to start to get traction, get the right people to look at your content and offers. The algorithm is going to help you. And if you want to monetize that in the front end, you can monetize that. Facebook will be able to monetize it for you. So you don't even have to ask your audience. They'll just give you monetization methods, and you can use that, start to generate funds for yourself. So that's Facebook. Really just follow professional mode and just focus on different kinds of posts. So for example, one text post, one reel, and one video, whatever it is, however you want to do it. Because I don't want to go into it, because I think for Facebook there are specific strategies, that for Instagram there are specific strategies. I said before, I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to tell you the details about it. I personally am just focused on value-based posts on Facebook, and then I drive people to my sales funnel. But I drive people to a sales funnel. You would drive people to a school community. Or if you have a sales funnel, have a simple bridge page funnel and then drive people to that bridge page funnel. You get my point. So you don't have to complicate the whole process. The idea here is, as I become a content creator, I'm building my brand. As I'm building my brand, I'm building more audience and visibility and views. And this now will siphon out into traffic advertising strategy. So that free content creator, which a lot of people do. And I would say if you're under $10,000 a month, people can easily just stick to free. You don't need a sales process. You don't need a website. You can simply get started for free. Okay. And you can leverage that to get consistently 10K per month. I know a lot of people who are doing that in the last few years. Okay. So it's very much doable now. You don't really need a website. So that's the free strategy. The paid strategy is a little bit more targeted. It's not for everybody, expensive for some people. And so I would say the only people who would get into paid strategy when it comes to Clickbank is knowing how much you can spend on advertising. So Facebook ads, Google ads are great for Clickbank offers. Why? Because most Clickbank vendors will also tell you exactly, and I'm going to show you guys this using the same example. Okay, you can see that they're giving an 85% rev share, a 200% CPA payout, and your earnings per click are $3. Okay, so it's really, really cool. If you scroll down, you have to, I'll just put my ID here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, and then it says access the resources. So you can see that there are affiliate resources, and each of the affiliate resources have specific, obviously you'll get a specific link right here, and then you'll also get the advanced options, copy link. If you want to copy link, this is tracking. And then these are terms. These terms are going to tell you that the affiliate may not use basically the website, these names, Mithilin and stuff like that. You have to be creative enough to get people to that if you're using Google, Bing, Yahoo, and so on and so forth, right? So it's telling you exactly what to do, and it's very important to read these terms and conditions, because that's how you're going to make the whole difference. But what I wanted to share with you is the resources itself. Okay, so it's saying here that you will need to email the Mithilin, affiliate manager, and once you email them, you'll get the specific resources for your promotions on Mithilin. I guess the affiliate manager is a way for them to control that. Not any random person is going to be sending traffic, but for sure, here you will get access to some keywords, some keywords that you shouldn't be using, some keywords that you can use on your paid advertising, and so on and so forth. So Clickbank is used to, these affiliate market managers are also used to getting this information for you. Why? Because a lot of people use the paid strategy. The paid strategy, you have to think about it, and I'm saying it so that you understand. You have to think about it from, how do I collect the most leads so that I can start to generate these 35 to 40% commissions? That is what you need to do when it comes to paid advertising, because maybe you will make those 1 to 5 sales. Using Mithilana as an example, you're going to make $100 per sale. So even if you make 5 sales, you're making $500 a day. So it's great to focus, or 500. Yeah, it's great to focus on these front end sales, which is through a simple bridge page funnel, as I mentioned, or a VSL. I would honestly, in this scenario, I would just focus anything ClickBank related, guys. I would just focus on a bridge page funnel, because look, at your guiding people, you're bridging the gap between, this is my audience, they enter their email, or they go to that page, you give them a video about it, even if it's just a video. And this can be a bridge page funnel, that you have a video, and then when the person clicks on, okay, I want to get to know more, they enter the email, and once they enter the email, they go straight to the sales page of Mithilana. Okay, so that's how you're bridging it. Your video is the bridge. But once they say, okay, fine, this bridge makes sense, let's go click, you collect the email address. Why do you want to collect the email address? Because you want to have email automations that take them back to Mithilana a few times. That's when your conversion gets higher. And that also makes back your money that you've spent on your paid strategy. Facebook ads work really well with ClickBank. Google ads work really well with ClickBank. Bing works really well with Clickbank. I have tried Bing, and this is the strategy that I've used. I really want to get into this much more. You do have to spend some money. Okay, so this approach the more data you get, the better you will have the better exposure you will have, the better data you will have to improve your creatives and improve your final automations and results on the back. First, it's front end, then it's the back end. A lot of people, as I said, on YouTube will just talk about these 1 to 5%, but the key here is really collecting that email address so you are able to follow up with them and get those conversions on the back end. So that's the paid strategy. And lastly, the funded proposal strategy, which I'm going to get into, is what I use the most. So you can see that in ClickBank. I'm just going to use year to date so that you guys can see this year of 2025. You don't want to be too hasty about it, but you can see that this is consistent. Okay, so 182, 156, 200, 220, 182. So it's not a lot of money and everything else, but I just want to show you that this is consistent income that's coming in June. It was 276. In July it was $250 per month. It's pretty decent to have $1,500 a month without me doing much, and it is because of this funded proposal strategy. So how does this funded proposal strategy work? Funded proposal strategy basically says, I need a catalyst, I need a way to generate income, and then go from that income, I want to invest it back into my business. Now, ideally, you might start on a free, you might start on a paid, but once you start to generate sales in your business, you should be investing a certain amount of money back to increasing these strategies, increasing this advertising method, so that you get more visibility, you get more views, you get more clicks, and you get more sales. But a funded proposal strategy was my way of thinking. I want to use paid advertising, but I don't want to think of where the money is going to come from this paid advertising. So the initial cost that I will have, I will not feel on my pocket. I want it to be the lowest and the most minimum. This is why I say it's the third strategy, and it's not the expensive one, it's the mid-range one. So how do you go about doing it? You find a source that you can pay for, which is not going to cost you so much, and starts to generate traffic for you, which the whole aim over there is to get you sales. Let's say in the health and fitness niche, and you want to get started with the funded proposal strategy, and you have a small budget. Why not find a blog where you pay somebody to put up your website on that to start to generate sales? So they're talking about a specific topic, and basically you get a shout out. Now I'm saying blog, can be any video content as well. The amount of influencers and marketers out there right now, you can start to do this. The moment you earn a sale from that, a certain amount goes back to doing this. So now you're creating a budget for an advertising source that is generating you a couple of sales. You're not focused on like earning tons of money and all like that, but you're focused on generating that couple of sales that allows you to keep growing and keep building up. Okay, that's the method. That's what a funded proposal basically is. The way that I do it, I specifically do it on ClickBank within the e-business and e-marketing niche. I focus on side hustles. So if I go to the marketplace, personally focus on e-business and e-marketing, and I focus on these top offers right here. We go gravity high low, and I focus on live chat jobs. I focus on fast wealth I haven't done, get paid to use Facebook. So these are side hustles that are service-based offers that pay recurring commissions. And this is why you can see, for example, if I go to reporting right now, you'll see that I have about 5 rebuilds already, which means that they're recurring payments that have come in from sales that I've done in the past. So it's not like sales that I've done yesterday or something like that, but last few months I've done a few sales and I got some conversions, and that's how I am still getting paid for efforts that I put in a few months back. Otherwise, I would not have that extra whatever it is, right? $100 or whatever it is that's coming in. Can grow over time. I look at it that way. And in this manner, I'm promoting, as I said, side hustle service-based offers. So these are not things that are not visible. These are not things that people cannot get access to. And they are pretty decent and they convert really well. They're on Clickbank for the last 12 years. So what I said to myself is I'm going to go and create a fund behind it. And then I take that income, and we go back at this stage to this page right here. We take that income that I earn and I buy advertising to a sales process. So we go back again to this entire process, right? Funded proposal is basically a fund that I buy not a lot of money. With paid advertising, sometimes you're spending around $10 to $15 to $20 a day. So if you take that for the entire month, how much are you spending for the entire month? Okay, it's quite a bit of money. You spend about $500 to $1,000 every single month just on paid advertising, not to guarantee you that you're going to get a return, but to get some data. The funded proposal strategy is a mid-range strategy that I use to generate at least some consistent income, and over the next few months I'll gather that data, and in the meantime I'm earning commission. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions related to this, let me know and we can talk about it much more. I do have an entire course in the description of this video, which is called Affiliate Marketing Essentials, and it will talk to you specifically about the funded proposal strategy, exactly how I'm using it, and everything else. Okay, so it's a $1 course, guys. I just have it as a nominal $1 there because I want people who are really interested in learning the skills. We're not here to, as I said, get rich quick or whatever. We're here to learn the skill sets of affiliate marketing. So that's pretty much the 3 strategies. I'm sure that I covered a lot in this video. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Watch the video back. If you want to talk about free strategies, let me know in the comments. Paid strategies, let me know in the comments. I use all of these, not to the maximum that I should be, but I am always happy to have that conversation with you. Other than that, if you've watched till the very end, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. I would really appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys on Monday for another video. Keep paving the way for your dreams to come true.